factoring and polynomials, you're going to start off by finding the two magic numbers. We practiced that last semester, and I'll review that with you, but right now, just fill it in. They have to multiply to equal the first number times the last number, and then those two numbers have to add up to equal the middle term. Okay, so B on the side that says 11-5, 11-6. No intro. We're going to split the middle. That just means split the split. Sorry, I was tired. Split the middle. Change that, please. And then factor using one of your methods. Change number 2, please. It says split the middle. All right, so what we're going to do is we only have 3 terms here. 3 terms don't fit into 4 boxes. Split this into 2 terms so that we will now have 4. So we already have 2a squared. That's one of them. We're going to have to find 2a terms, and then we're going to have minus 18. We're going to come up with 4 terms. Do is we're going to take the first times the last. 2 times negative 18. And as a way to just keep it organized, we write it up to the top here, negative 36. We need 2 numbers that add up on the bottom to be positive 5. So up top, they have to multiply. On the bottom, these 2 numbers have to add up. So I'm looking for numbers that multiply to 36. 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. Which ones could add up or subtract to make 5? 4 and 9. Good. Watch that and do that first. But stop and look at your positives and your negatives. I want a negative 36 for multiplying, which means I need 1 positive, 1 negative. I need a positive 5 for adding. Make the 4 negative. That's right. In other words, see how this 5 is positive? Make that sign match the bigger number. Negative 4 plus positive 9 makes positive 5. Those 2 numbers right here, this number and this number, are the 2 numbers you split it with. So now you say negative 4a and positive 9a. That's the only additional thing you need to be able to do. 2a squared. And then we put the minus 4a. And then we put the plus 9a. And then we put the minus 18. Like I said, there are other ways to factor it. But this way is a way, and I do know that it takes a little bit more writing. But it takes less guessing and checking and erasing and trying again. If you don't even draw the boxes, if you just write them into 4 corners, just line them up like that, you could do that as well. And what we're doing is just the GCF. So there's no GCF for 2 and 9, but what would it be for the A's? A to the first. GCF's right here. Negative 2. Good. GCF right here. 2 and a. And the GCF right here. Positive 9. Okay. So those are your 2 factors. 2a plus 9 and a minus 2. Down to number 1. We can't do a box until we have 4 terms to deal with. And those are the 2 numbers that have to multiply to be 40. And the bottom is, okay. So think about 2 numbers that can multiply to make 40 and add to make 13. There's no negatives to worry about. 5 and 8. 5 times 8 is 14. 5 plus 8 is 13. Multiply at the top, add for the bottom.
2b squared.
Is that a v? Yes.
Plus 5 plus 8.
Plus 5v and 8v.
Plus 5, 8v. Then plus 40.
1 second. Plus 20. Okay, all I did was use the 5 and the 8, and then all I did was split up the middle. Okay, so the 2b squared is still there. The 13 breaks up into 5 and 8. The 20 stays 20. Okay, so be careful with that. Oh, you're going through the final answer. All right, so notice, please, 5v plus 8v makes 13v. That's what we wanted, 2 numbers that added up to that 13. And now when you do your boxes, you look for your GCFs. So the GCF of the first column is 2 and V. 2V. This one?
5.
Positive 5. Good. This one?
1.
1V. Good. And this one?
4.
4. 4. Good. So your answers are V plus 4 and 2V plus 5. Okay? So the only difference between yesterday and today is that we have to take that middle term right here and split it up into 2 terms so that we can see what goes into the 4 boxes. Let's do a couple more where I'm helping you, and then I'll just walk around and help. Number 3. First of all, make sure there's no GCFs like we had problems with in the last time, and I don't see any GCFs. All right, so this one I'm going to show you what to do when the numbers get kind of bigger. Take your calculators. Negative 56 times 3. 160 what? 168. They have to add up to be 13. We're going to keep the 3p squared. We're going to split up the 13p, and we're going to keep the negative 56. You know what? Not enough space there. Okay, so think through all the numbers, and I know that it's a big number, negative 168. When that happens, I just go through a list of starting with 2's, and I just go through and try all the possibilities. 21 and 8, I think. Thought that because of the 16 and the 8, they could both be divided. 21 and 8. Okay, if you don't know how to come up with those numbers, you just start listing them out. 2 times what, 3 times what, 4 times what, until you find it. All right, that's not quite right yet. Let's do the the final step of where the positive or the negative would go. Negative on the 8, because the positive sign goes with the bigger number. Okay, so then it's plus 21 p, and then it's minus 8p, and you factor it from there. All right, and then you factor and see what they have in common there. Good. This one? 7. Good. And it's positive, even though there's a negative here, this one's positive. This one? 3 and? Yep. And this one? Negative 8. Good. All right, so you would have 3p minus 8 and p plus 7. Okay. All right, let's try one more. What do you think? Do you think you want to see a couple more together, or do you feel comfortable with it?
One more.
Feel comfortable?
One more.
One more, and then we'll feel comfortable. Okay, number 6. First times the last. The first number is a 1 there. 1 times 28 is 28. On the bottom, we put the middle number, negative 11. 7 and 4. Good. Now deal with the positives and negatives. I need a positive for multiplying, but yet I need a negative for adding. What does that mean? Two negatives. Good. Negative times negative would be positive. Negative 7 plus negative 4 would be negative 11. All right, so we split it up. We've got 1x squared, and then we've got minus 7x, and then we've got minus 4x, and then plus 28. No, in the end, these parentheses will still be grouped correctly, even if they're written differently. So x squared minus 7x minus 4x plus 28. All right, go ahead and factor that and see what you come up with. X, what was this one? Negative 7. This one was just, and this one was -4. X minus 4 and x minus 7. Okay, I hesitate to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't want you guys getting the two things mixed up. Tell me what you observe about this problem. Hey guys. It's kind of the same. Oh, as the two magic numbers? Yep. Listen up, please. This is a special case, and you can only deal with the easier way when it's special. What do you notice right here? There was